is Monday and I thought that I would start a vlog. I've done a few of my recent vlogs as like weekend vlogs, time off, relaxing, cozy stuff, but I thought it might be nice to do an actual work week vlog just as like a little motivation if anybody needs to see someone being productive, hopefully, or also for myself. I feel like I'm more productive. You're kind of like my accountability buddy if you think about it. So this week I am working on my master's thesis, which is really exciting. I'm writing about Crimson Peak, my favorite movie ever, and if there's anything I could yap about for 60 to 80 pages, this is the topic. So it's fun work, but it is also a lot of work. And basically where I'm at right now in the process, it is the middle of February. My due date is March 31st. Last week, I finished my rough draft, like a sloppy word vomit thing, but I can see like the shape of it and like where everything fits in. I just want to clean that up and polish it up and make it into like an actual presentable paper. Goal is to have that done by March 1st. There are 10 working days left in February if I want to take weekends off, which I would love to do. So I have divided my draft into 10 fairly equally sized portions, and I've also kind of rated the portions on difficulty, and I think I'll just pick whichever one I'm feeling the most up for depending on the day. You know, some days are better than others, so I'm gonna try and keep that schedule and hopefully stay on a somewhat normal like 9 to 5 daily schedule. We'll see how it goes. Already today off to a little bit of a late start. It's like 9 a.m. right now. I'm gonna eat a really quick breakfast and then get started. But one thing that I want to do today before I start writing is I would really like to give my desk a good clean. Let me know what you are working on this week, if you're working on anything, whether it be at your actual job or just like hobby projects that you need to stay productive on. I would love to know what you're up to, and I will probably check in with you around lunchtime. So it's about 12:30 now. I've got some pretty good progress in, not quite halfway, probably about a third of the way, but I've been on Zoom with some of my friends from class, just kind of doing co-writing together on Zoom, which is helpful. But now I think I'm gonna take a little lunch break and also make a quick trip to the store. I'm on the hunt for a little thermos because we've also been meeting up at the library together to study, and they have a kettle there that we can make hot water for tea and stuff, but only if you have a cup with a closed lid on it. So I need a thermos. And then I just need a few other bits and bobs. I'll probably go, there's a shopping center in the north part of town that has a TK Maxx, which might have a thermos. And then they also have the other stuff I need, a grocery store, a drugstore, and all of that in like one place. So I'm probably gonna head there, get some food, and then get back on Zoom and back to work. I just got home from the store and I did find a really nice little thermos cup. So I'm very happy, but it is about 2:30 now. The store took a little bit longer than I thought it would. So I'm just gonna eat lunch really quick and then get back on Zoom and back to work. So it's like 5:30 and I'm not done yet. But I would say I still have about a third left to do, but my brain feels like noodles. And I just can't. Good morning. It is 7 a.m. I mentioned this in my last vlog, but I've been trying to wake up like an hour early as often as I can so that I can just have a nice morning drinking tea and reading a book for an hour before I start my day. And honestly, it has made the biggest difference. For some reason, like when I do that, the rest of the day, it just feels so productive and like intentional. Yeah, I don't know. I heard somebody say that like the first thing you do in the morning trains your brain for like what it needs for the rest of the day. I think there's definitely some truth to that because I can see a huge difference in my day when I'm able to do this. So that's what we're doing this morning. I have some tea and I'm gonna read. I do need to start this at some point. I told Allie I would start it this week. We're gonna buddy read it, but I don't think she's started it yet. So I actually really want to read Jade Green. I have been craving this. This is a ghost story I read in middle school and it randomly entered my brain a few months ago and I bought a copy and I'm just so excited. And honestly, I think I could probably read this in like 1 or 2 sittings. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my morning before I have to go get back to work. So I've only been working for 45 minutes and I've done like 1 paragraph, but my stomach is rumbling so bad and I'm so hungry. So I think I'm gonna take a really quick break and just run down the street to the bakery and get something to snack on while I work. So it is like 2:30 and I am done for the day. I finished my whole section already. I did have a cup of coffee, which definitely helped. I don't drink caffeine very often because I'm really sensitive to it and I want to keep it that way, honestly. The fact that I have no tolerance for caffeine, it's like having a cheat code in my back pocket. So that's my life hack and how probably I finished today so early. So I'm gonna eat some lunch, read some more Jade Green. Morning. I just got back from the gym and I'm about to have some breakfast and then get to work, but I wanted to say hi and let you know that I finished Jade Green yesterday. I think being a middle schooler in the early 2000s was a much different vibe as to like what was in the books we were reading, for sure. I can definitely see why 12-year-old me was so frightened and disturbed, but it was a fun read. Hi, so breakfast and sat down to start working on my paper, but I just got an email. A few weeks ago, I applied for a funded PhD position for a research training group at my university and I just got the email inviting me to an interview on Monday, which is amazing news. But for the interview, I'm supposed to have a PowerPoint presentation about like what my PhD project would be. And they're gonna like ask me questions about it and stuff. And the thing is that the topic proposal that I submitted was about the television series of Mike Flanagan. So Haunting of Hill House, all of these. And some of them, like it's been a while since I watched, so I'm a little foggy on a lot of the details and I'm scared that they're gonna ask like specific questions. And now I'm like, do I have time to rewatch like all of these and make a PowerPoint? Like I'm not sure what I should be focusing my time on at the moment. So I think I'm gonna work on my paper for a few hours and just like try and get a section done really quick, and then figure out what I'm gonna do about that presentation. So excited, but I'm so nervous. About lunchtime and I'm about halfway through today's section, but my brain, I can't stop thinking about my interview. I'm so anxious and I'm finding it hard to focus. I just really feel like that's what I should be preparing for right now. So I think I'm gonna call it a day here and go get some popcorn and have a little movie night and refresh myself on some of those series. Good morning. I am going to the library today to work with my friend. Actually, we reserved a classroom, which is even cooler than going to the library. So I'm really excited. I hope I get some good work done. And yeah, I'm just getting packed up. I'm bringing a bunch of tea, just all kinds of tea and tea strainers and stuff in case anybody wants some. There's a tea kettle in the room. And of course, I'm bringing my new thermos that I got. I'm so happy that I found this. Good morning. It is Friday now. I'm feeling pretty good. I went to bed at a decent time last night, and so now I'm awake at a decent time this morning. It's like 7 a.m., so I think I'm going to read a little bit of The Full Moon Coffee Shop and just start my day nice and relaxed. And then later, my friend did invite me out for a little bit, probably over lunchtime. It's a special occasion because the grocery store by her house has cheddar cheese, which, you know, the grocery stores get it every now and then here, but it's not a thing that you can find like on a regular basis. So today at some point I will be out with her getting cheese and also checking out a plant store that she wants to show me. I'm home now. Sorry that it's dark. I stayed out for a really long time with my friend. She was showing me around her neighborhood. She was showing me all the cool spots, and we walked past a restaurant and they had a box on the sidewalk that was full of, you know, stuff they don't want anymore, so they just put it in a box and said whoever wants it can take it. This is actually really common here. People do this with their stuff all the time, like outside their houses, and it's really cool. It's like having a free little thrift store all around you all the time. But anyways, this one was in front of a restaurant, and my friend got like a little glass dish for her daughter, and I got this cute plate with the cutest little flowers on it and this amazing book. It is a lot of sounds in German that I struggle to say. A kulinarische Streifzüge durch Franken, culinary journey or something through Franconia, which is the region we live in, and it's from 1980, and it has all of these amazing pictures of the region and recipes, which I guess are supposedly like regional recipes. Nürnberger Gemüsesuppe, so a vegetable soup from my city. I'm so excited that I picked this up. Look at this cake. What a find. Then we just spent the rest of the afternoon. She was showing me all around her neighborhood. It was so beautiful. It really reminded me of how much I love the city that I live in. Like it's just such a beautiful place and I love it so much. I cannot imagine a better place to live. Like, glad that I did this today after such a stressful week, and like now I'm gonna have to work through the weekend, which I was feeling really sad about, to prepare for my interview on Monday. It's really nice to have this reminder of like what it's all hopefully working towards. Like this is what I'm doing it for, is that hopefully I'll get to stay here. I think the week went pretty well. I mean, I am a day behind now. I think that's perfectly reasonable. That's perfectly understandable considering the interview situation. Like, I think it's normal. Hi, it is Wednesday of the next week now, but I haven't gotten around to editing this vlog yet, so I thought I would pop in with one last update before I do, because I had the interview for the PhD position on Monday and it went really well and they offered me the position. So I am officially a fully funded PhD student student for the next 3 years, which is so exciting. And I thought there'd be a nice little piece of closure for this vlog. One of those rare times when your hard work is like immediately rewarded and you immediately are like, oh, that was really worth doing and putting my time and energy into. So yeah, I'm gonna end this vlog on that note. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me this week. And I hope that you got a lot of good work done too on whatever you are doing, whether it's work or a hobby or another project you're working on, which I would love to chat with you about in the comments. And I hope that I get to talk to you soon.